Alright, hey guys, my name is Virus and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the QF 3.7 RAM, which I'm very excited to be able to test drive early before everybody else gets it, courtesy of Gaijin giving us, well I say us, giving content creators a free 2-week trial for the vehicles, including I believe the plane and the boat. But I didn't get the boat. I don't know if that's them telling me please don't play naval because you're so good, or them saying please don't play naval because we don't like naval. I don't know. I'm going to take it as a blessing, not a curse. But yeah, the QF 3.7 RAM. I've been playing this thing for a little bit now, probably 3 or 4 hours, and I'm starting to get the gist of it. If I was going to describe this vehicle, I would say that it is the VFW 2.0, but worse than the VFW. I think that's a good thing, because the VFW is a bit crazy sometimes, but it also shares a lot of the same aspects that the VFW has, which can make it quite interesting at times, and we'll get into why and what those things are in a little bit here. But yeah, the QF 3.7 RAM, 5.0 British Rank 3 vehicle, has a 94mm OQF Mark II cannon, which is very powerful, except that, it doesn't have any HE filler in its main round here, the anti-tank round. Shot Mark 1, 204mm of penetration at 10 meters, which is very, very good for 5.0. You got to keep in mind it's 5.0. So Tigers, it'll go through the upper front plates of Panthers at relatively close range. I'm not going to say that 500 meters is very far, but if you're like in an urban environment and you're close to a Panther, you can feel safe, relatively safe, when it comes to just shooting the upper front plate. It'll probably go through. See, the thing is, every Panther I've shot, it's managed to bounce off, and I think it's just because I'm aiming so high up on it that it was ricocheting or something like that. It might have just been poor shot placements, but yeah, it can technically go through a Panther's upper front plate. So with it being a large gun, and it's a pretty slow moving shell, it does have quite a bit of post pen actually. I haven't really gotten too many one-shots with it. I've one-shot a couple Tigers shooting through the front, but most of the time it takes 2 shots to kill somebody. You take out like the turret crew, and then you take out the driver or the bow gunner. But the good thing about this being such a nice shell is that if you do shoot the turret, most of the time you just nuke everything in it. And so there's no worry of them really returning fire. Unless you like miss the commander, which this being an open top vehicle could be quite dangerous because a lot of your crew are exposed. You can't technically die by one quick burst through the top here. Like if you kill everybody on top, you won't die because you still got 2 down here, right? You got the driver and the machine gunner. But that being said, planes, I mean, shooting down onto this thing are just going to have a field day. It is not well armored at all, and that is why it's kind of like the VFW, right? This is a VFW essentially, without the side skirts and without the Russian or the German guns, sorry. Now you'll probably see a lot of Tigers and tanks like that, like Panthers and stuff like that. So the thing about this tank is that 10mm is not really that much, and German shells, well, most of them refuse to arm and detonate, even if they pass through the engine. So Germans, which you do fight pretty much 100% of the time, I mean, they are going to struggle to do any... That just disappeared right on that guy. But yeah, they're going to struggle to do any damage to you simply because there's not enough armor on this thing to arm them. So is this not payback for the VFW? Think about it. The turret has a -5 degrees of gun depression, so not too much. It only goes down to about there. So you can't really play ridgelines with this. As for the elevation, 80 degrees. It can practically look straight up because apparently this thing was supposed to be anti-aircraft or could do anti-aircraft stuff. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But there is one sort of problem with that, and that is that it can only go 90 degrees in each direction. It can only look that way, and it can only look that way. It cannot look directly behind it. But the hull does traverse quite quick. I've noticed it's not like terribly slow, so you can technically get the gun on target. It's just you can't look all the way behind you. So if you're immobilized and there's a guy behind you, you're kind of screwed. But honestly, why'd you let a guy behind you? And the turret rotation speed is only 5.6 degrees per second on a spaded. This is all spaded, right? So that is very slow. It's very slow. But overall, I would say it's a pretty good tank. I don't think it's broken. I'm going to come out and say I don't think it's broken. I think the survivability is nuts, But if once people learn where to shoot on this thing, which is basically, if you're not confident, shoot the gunner, which sits right up in this little spot here with your machine gun if you want. Sits right here. Or try and breach it. But I should warn you, this is the only part that counts as the breach in all of this. This little thing right here. So breaching this, it's going to take some pretty good marksmanship at range. Let's just say that. But without further ado, I say it's time we finally jump into a battle and give this thing a test. Okay, let's see how lucky we're going to get. Mozdok, not necessarily the greatest map for a tank that doesn't have gun depression, but we will try and make it work. I mean, do I go for the cap? Because they might call Artie on it and kill me. So, alright, well, you know what? Let's go try it. Let's try it. If we die, we die. Who cares? Oh, I forgot to mention, one glaring weakness with this tank that is obviously a bug and will probably be fixed, I hope, is that the commander's sight is a bit broken, so I can stare into the pale blue eyes of whoever that's supposed to be. What about this guy? Oh yeah. But yeah, basically the tank kind of gets in the way when you're looking around at some angles, so that's a bit annoying, but obviously it's a bug and they're gonna probably get it fixed. I hope they fix it, because if they don't, the M18s are of course cleaning up shop. See, I'm a bit worried about the guys on the back, right? I feel like if we went on a little bit of an incline, their boots would slip off. There's a tiger right here. I think we can scooch up and just, well, please don't, oh, I was gonna say, please don't machine gun me. I guess that's kind of a plus, isn't it? That nobody knows what this tank is and nobody knows what's shooting at them yet. So they don't know to machine gun me. Which would obviously cause quite the havoc on board. I do feel quite patriotic playing this vehicle, though, I must say. Non-pen, because I think we hit like right where the armor overlaps. There we go. It didn't shrapnel as much as I wanted it to. Probably gonna get another assist. That's good. I need assists for my mission today for this vehicle, basically. I mean, I suppose I'm going for the Macabre, right? So, oh, is that a tank? That is a tank. That's a VFW. This is what I would compare this tank to the most. From the one battle I played in this, this is what it reminded me of. You think we can sort of sneak around into this ammo back there? We can. There we go. I love the new effects they've added for explosions and stuff too, by the way. God. When I first saw it, I played a little bit on the dev server when I first saw it. Oh my god. It was the greatest thing ever. Just like a tiny thing, like little sparks and stuff, you know? It's just those tiny things that make it a little bit better of an experience, you know what I mean? At least for me. I don't know. I like... Oh? Did I just see the gray? The gray of a German tank? Or am I seeing things? You know, I can't tell because my binoculars don't work too well. Oh, that's not gray. That's Japanese. Let's go for it. Oh, I win. See? So basically he shot, what, right there? And it just went through the two crew members and everybody else is fine on the tank. Does that not remind you of a certain vehicle, certain German vehicle that we may or may not have just fought? This was kind of a small game, so it really wasn't a very good showcase of maybe what this thing could do. I'm just surprised this thing has such high pen, you know? For shell, it doesn't go like crazy quick. It certainly packs a punch. How high can this thing aim up? Oh no, it's gonna be one of these tanks. I didn't think about that. Well, it certainly looks straight up. Let's just say that. It does traverse very slowly though. Holy cow. Alright, give me this cap. Where's that guy's flame? I don't know. Fire! We didn't hit him. My face is also itching. Okay, we're good. Could you imagine if I hit that? I want to so bad. Where's the opposition that comes to C? Do you think we can... Is there anybody on C? There is. Okay. So, this is how I'm going to farm caps, by the way, is I'm just... Oh, there's a guy in. Hold on. Okay, I think he's dead. Did he die? Yeah. What are we thinking? Should we go and try and find the guy on C? I see his engine. Whatever. It's one of those things. Did he move? I got him. It's one of those things. Listen, when you have no armor, ASUs are terrifying, okay? They're just as terrifying as any other tank. I mean, let's be honest, if you have armor, they're still terrifying. Look at that, farming caps. You think we can just scoot up here and shoot at this guy? I didn't get a good enough sight picture on him. I think he's dead. Can we just knock over these trees here? Perfect. God, I hate it. I get jump scared by his face every time. Oh, somebody knows. The gunner has been dazed. Let's just put another gunner in then. Like, look how many crew members this has. How many does it have? 7? That's too many. By the way, is it me, or does the sound just get worse every update? Like, it sounds good, don't get me wrong, it sounds good, but the sound design and like where it emanates from is terrible. I hate this game's sound, and like directional sound, I mean. God, get out of my face. Every time. Let's see if we can... Bop! Okay. Let's just scoot along here. We got a firefly pushing up, right? Oh my god. This... I don't know why, but this bino bug bothers me more than anything in the world right now. I did not realize how much I use my binoculars until I couldn't use them. Like half the time I spend playing this game, I must... Raise your gun. Why are we not raising the... Oh, is my vertical drive down? Okay, never mind. We're the one tank in the world who can just sit in front of an Su-85 and not take damage. Oh, well, except for when T-34s pop up. Let's see. I think he crewed me. We had no crew left. That's interesting that it explodes in the engine compartment. Hello, victim? Ah, when you hit their ammo, but you don't. That's kind of a pain, isn't it? There's another guy behind him. Can we see anybody like going up the hill or something? We can. I think, yeah, that's a miss. Oh, I'm aiming way too high, or low, sorry. Wow. Are we good? I think that M18 pushing up means we good. Well, the guy, yeah, I was gonna say, is the guy on... Oh my god. Earthsats. I tracked him. Come on, come on, come on. Perfect. This reload is nice. And I'm just gonna pray that this already doesn't kill us. Let's be honest, it's going to. Maybe if I point at it. Oh. Oh, nice. Is that guy that was still there? Is he alive still? I wasn't paying attention to the map to see if anybody over there died. But I don't... Is he just... Oh. Hold on. Bombs move. I think it was either right there or he's right there. I can't see because... Oh. Just a bit too high. Ooh. Oh, you know what? I'll take the assist on that guy. I don't think we'll be able to follow up. Oh, you see that guy there, though? Listen, guys, it's been a while since I've played, okay? Oh, God. Alright, well, now we get to find out. Well, I was going to say what airplanes can do to this thing, but evidently he just wanted to try. By the way, Gaijin, just want to say, this the dark hangar is kind of annoying for content creation. Just want to put that out there. But overall verdict on the RAM, guys. Okay, so here it goes. So I haven't played this for very long. I've only played... How many battles have I played in this? Okay, I've respawned 9 times in this, and I'm 7 and 25. So that's not like it's crazy. It's not overpowered. I think the VFW, when I first had it, oh my god, it was so broken. I would say my overall verdict is that this thing is a worse VFW when it first came out. And I think that over time, people will learn how to kill this thing a little bit better. They'll learn that, oh, you can just machine gun this thing. Because right now, you got to think about it. People have never seen this vehicle in game, right? A lot of these people are seeing this for the first time. So they don't really know how to deal with it, which isn't their fault. But over time, I think people are going to understand more, and this will be a little bit easier to kill. Because even like German machine guns are going to be able to shred through this thing, right? You just got to kill one of the guys. Where does the gunner sit? So the gunner literally sits right... Okay, well, you'd be able to see him through this hatch. So if you shoot through that with a machine gun, boom. You shoot the right side of the tank with a machine gun, boom. I mean, I don't think it's that crazy, and I'm glad. I'm glad that this feels balanced. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.